Krill nodes do one job when something they're watching changes, but sometimes that job is custom. That's the Lambda, your own Python script running on the swarm, reading a source, processing it, and handing the result to whoever's watching. Let's build a real one, a daily weather brief. One empty Krill server, nothing running on it yet. Everything we add is just a node. First, a Cron Timer. This one's set to fire once a day at 6 in the morning. On its own, it just keeps time. It announces, it doesn't command. Then an outgoing webhook. When it runs, it makes an HTTP request out to a weather API and stores the response. I'll hang it under the timer, so the timer is the thing it watches. And here's the star, a Lambda. It runs a sandboxed Python script on the server. Its script reads the raw forecast the webhook pulled down and parses out the parts we care about, tomorrow's high and whether it's going to rain. Now the Krill part. I don't tell these nodes to run in order. I tell each one what to watch. And the behavior falls out of the wiring. The webhook watches the timer. When the timer fires each morning, the webhook wakes up and makes its GET request. And the Lambda watches the webhook. The webhook finishing is its trigger to execute, and the webhook is also its input, the data its script reads. The moment the request completes, the Lambda observes it and runs the script to parse it. We're always adding new ways to look at your swarm, and we just introduced this. Up in the corner, a view toggle. It relays the whole canvas by what each node observes and what feeds it. A flow view, perfect for a data pipeline like this one. Let me zoom in. Now you can read the pipeline. The cron fires first. The webhook sees that and does its GET. The Python script runs on the fresh data, and once it's parsed, anything observing the Lambda can fire to read the result. So let's give it some observers. First, a data point. It watches the Lambda and keeps every day's past forecast as a time series, your long-term record. Wired straight to the Lambda's output, watch the arc connect. Next, a local LLM. The Lambda hands back plain data, but an LLM can read that Python script's output and turn it into a natural language report. This one writes a short morning briefing on a model running right here on the Pi. It observes the parsed result. Then an SMTP node, watching the briefing. When the LLM finishes, this one emails it to me, a weather brief in my inbox before I'm even up. Its source is the briefing. And one more on the Lambda, a webhook to the sprinkler controller. If the forecast says rain, it holds off the relay and skips today's watering. Same data, a completely different action. Observing the past forecast like the others. One timer, one webhook, one Python script, and a whole morning routine hangs off it. No loop, no controller, nobody executing anybody. Each node just minds the one thing it observes. That's a Krill Lambda, powering your swarm.